Welcome to the house that Rodney built. Leahy turned into legacy. Parsegian renovated and Holtz restored. Notre Dame Stadium, the home of the Fighting Irish. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Sooners will kick it away to start. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. A first down for the offense.
3:25.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Burks. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down for this offense. They'll try the left side. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Takes a handoff. It's Love. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Right back to the well. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole play.
To the air, it's Leonard. Getting some heat. Gets away. Fires on the move. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
Makes his connection. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. That's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it.
Here we go.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break.
Easy.
To throw, it's Leonard. He's got it. Bringing the heat. And he will score. Touchdown, Irish.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They are in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. What a snag by the defense. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. crank up this drive with the pass. He's got it.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Power football with the run. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46.
Get set, go!
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get by.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And off from the shotgun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pulls it in. It's Collins. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up 4th down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the first. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Ready to fire from the pistol. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll give it to the back. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Leonard. Picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Looking for space, it's Barnes. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. They're looking
vertical, and that dude came downhill. Somebody might want to block him up front, Palmer. Downhill and laid the lumber.
Yeah, they definitely weren't able to chip up and get him on that one. But I'll tell you, a hit like that, that makes you think twice about wanting to run the football between the tackles for the rest of this game, because that dude has got some bad intentions.
Pass to 45. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Anthony. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go to the ground. Fakes his man out. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And backed up. 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Looking downfield. It's Arnold. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown Sooners! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And he puts through the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the 2nd half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. First drive of the 2nd half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the 2nd half, who's going to get aggressive? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So you get stuffed on 1st down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on 2nd, but I'm guessing looking for a man. It's Arnold. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
Comes out throwing on first down. Going to try to get it himself.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Let's see what they've got on second down. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, those big sticks give everybody juice. When you bring it and you fold somebody up like that on the offensive side of the football, everybody on defense gets excited. That Mike linebacker got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss with authority.
Try to get the edge with a quick touchdown. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short clip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense finally gets home. They get their first sack of the day. This is a defense, they can pressure the quarterback. This is not normal. Last week they had 5 sacks, so you're used to this defense getting after quarterbacks.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. Back to pass, it's Leonard. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Slips through the line. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. The Sooner offense returns to the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing that, get that one positive play gets this going, and something can start to build.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Barnes. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Wants to throw. It's Arnold. He makes the connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it past the marker. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here come the Irish back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
On the ready.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down.
Let's go.
The give to the back. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative. Whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Not a lot of good things happen when your quarterback gets hurried. When you speed up that processor just a little bit, make him a little bit uncomfortable. The defense doing a little bit of that. I need a little bit more protection from this offensive line.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. They'll run play action. Trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Burks. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the air. It's Arnold. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got his man on the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group, David, if I were allowed to do that push passes. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The give as they work on that clock. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy. But the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Arnold. Using the quick game. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
The Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Barnes. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. Handoff to the lone back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven. Like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
First down here for the offense. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Sooners enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Leaves it with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through, right? The line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive game, making your situation really good on the next down.
This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to power their way ahead. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking to move it through the air. Spits it out to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's locked. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Trying to find his man on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get it done.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying